My name is John Villarreal, and I am the founder and CEO of Conservative New Media. We are one of the biggest and fastest growing new media forces for the conservative movement out there. In 8 short months, we have about 4 million views on YouTube. We have about 4,200 subscribers. That's roughly twice what Olive Hundred has. And, you know, we've been pushed by Michelle Malkin and whatnot. We are maybe number 5 or number 6 in all of YouTube in that time period, and we're about ready to take out people like Steven Crowder and some of the others, which we love. We love all the guys. But we're trying to do something interesting, something special. I've got a background in both radio and television. I started doing professional radio back in 1992 in Salt Lake City. I also got a job at KSFO here locally. I was told by Jack Swanson, who runs KGO at KSFO, that I'm a quote-unquote natural. And I flipped from radio into TV, up to CNN, and also hosting my own show on ZDTV, GameSpot TV, and also doing a lot with John Dvorak for Silicon Spin. And in my real life, I do, I'm a lawyer from Berkeley, and I've done law, venture capital, and investment banking. And now I kind of help companies grow and do the zero to IPO game and go public and do all that fun stuff. But I got involved in I was one of those Reagan kids, right? When all my family, who are liberals pretty much, I'll turn a bunch of them, right? We're voting Democratic. I said, hey, I'm down with what David Stockman and the Whiz Kids were doing. And if you don't know those guys, you can look them up. I'm down with supply side. I'm down with what Reagan's doing. And I've been involved in Republican politics since 1988. I was at the Republican National Convention in New Orleans. Lee Atwater met with me, said I was going to be a secret candidate. He seemed to be a fan, and I certainly was a fan of his. And then I got a special invite into the inauguration and all the balls, everything like that, and I've been really doing it ever since. I will kind of go underground for a little bit, and now I've reemerged. And why did I reemerge? I reemerged because I saw in Barack Obama a danger unlike anything that we've seen before, right? And that's not just hyperbole. That's very real. Not just the surface stuff, but in terms of the policies, the actions, the stuff that you don't see underneath the surface. This isn't like New World Order, conspiracy theory, Alex Jones, or anything like that. We're going to go step by step of what's really going on here. The net of it is, between me and my brother, I started getting hooked up with YouTube. Because what's great about YouTube is, unlike a radio show where you have a program director to answer to, a general manager to answer to, you know, your board op is doing his or her thing, or TV, which is another 5 layers of people, or movies, which is another 10 layers of people, you can do your own thing, if you're good, right? And before I roll on about myself here, and we're going to get right into this because we have a short time before Tom Campbell was here, I want to introduce Bettina Viviano, who is a legendary producer from Hollywood, who was gracious enough to come down here.
Legendary.
Come on now, you work with Spielberg and Adam Sandler.
Hi.
Right?
Yes.
Tango, and tell us.
Well, actually, I'm the dreaded Hollywood Republican that gets the crap beaten out of me all the time. I've had friends defriend me every day on Facebook because I don't like Barack Obama. But what happened was, I've been in the film business since I was 19. Literally, I went to USC, got out, and went to work at William Morris. Then I spent 5 years with Spielberg as a production executive on every movie you've seen. And I pretty much kind of went along my own way. I'm a literary manager and a producer with my own company. And about 2 years ago, because of being in the film business, I represented as a manager a director who'd done a documentary. And she got a random phone call from someone that had worked in the worked for Hillary and Bill's White House, that there were some irregularities in the Democratic primary. This is where we met.
Oh yeah.
So my client came to me, and she's my best friend and a well-known director, part of the Getty family. She's a totally wonderful woman. She said, do you want to produce this film? And I said, what do I care about politics? I couldn't care less. Never voted in my life. Don't help Baccaro. Okay, I copped it. Never voted. I thought living in California my vote didn't matter. Now I'm the first one at the polls. But I started to make this film. We were the first people to see Acorn. We were the, you know, the conceit of our film was that Hillary legally won the nomination, which she did, and we proved it. With all of the fraud and the craziness, we got very deeply involved in, before anybody really even knew that much about Obama. And I have now, for 2 years, been in the trenches fighting this, because it's the most dangerous thing I've ever seen for this country. In fact, your friend Art Laffer.
Oh yeah, I love Art.
He married my college roommate, and I asked her the other day, the founder of Supply Side Economics, I said, are we going to survive this? She said no.
Well, we hope so.
So
right?
all we can do is try and hope for midterms.
Yeah.
And do what we're all doing, because it's the biggest fight of our lives, and that is not hyperbole. This is the biggest fight everyone in this room will ever fight, and I promise you that. So anyway, thank you for having me.
No, absolutely. And we're going to be hearing from her all day. All day. Love the panel. Fantastic. She was supposed to be one panel. I'm like, no, I'm going to get you for all the panels. We've got Ellie here, who a lot of the local people know Ellie. And Ellie's been in some of our videos. She's actually from the Ukraine. So she's been here for 10 years, and she's seen the iron hand of the Soviet Union crush her family and her friends, and what that's all about, and the eerie similarities here. But let's get into the specifics, because we're going to blow through this presentation here before Tom comes here. And we're back to back all day. So what is really going on? You've heard stories from Bettina and other people, you know, like that. I mean, I can tell you, working in Silicon Valley and dealing with Wall Street a lot, and even the law, right? Being blackballed, as it was in Hollywood back in the day, is very real. What does that mean? That means that you will get frozen out by people behind the scenes for jobs. Could be tenure. You've seen expelled, intelligence not allowed with Ben Stein. That is very real, okay? But I said to myself, you know, someone of my background and intelligence and whatever can't stand up for what he or she believes in this country that is so special. If I can't put my money where my mouth is, then I'm worthless, right? I don't really live it. So what I'm about to tell you is, you know, it's all great being on Fox, new media, this and that, whatever, but if you're going to fight this fight, particularly on the net, this is what you need to be prepared for, because it's no joke. So let's go through these slides here. All right, now, well, disclaimer, I'm a lawyer, right? We're making no factual claims whatsoever, and do not disparage or cast aspersions on any person, entity in this PowerPoint report. This is all for informational purposes, only based upon my or our personal opinion, which is founded upon news information and allegations we have seen as of the day of this presentation. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, my personal experience with Astroturf or Lefties attacks. Anything and everything that you can imagine that can be done to you, besides being like shot dead, has been done. Videos pulled down. Calls from my former law firm, which is like the #1 law firm doing high tech, Wilson, Sonsini, Gurwitch, Rosati. I work for Mario Rosati. To intimidate me. Years after I was there, like 8 years afterwards. Okay? Private emails allegedly shared. Lies to sources and hit pieces. You Google my name, you'll find lots and lots of great stuff. You will also find all kinds of fake videos, fake hit pieces on major publications and whatnot. Just the most scurrilous stuff you've ever heard. Never interviewed me, didn't even know me, doesn't matter, right? Fake videos, pictures, etc. defaming me. People say they knew me, but they didn't defame me on that. Death threats, threats of blackballing in the professional business world. All the insults you can imagine, they'll do everything. Call you racist, call you fat, call you bald, whatever. Whatever they can do to bring you down. This is part of the playbook, okay? Threats to release medical records of people that we knew, right? Threats to my family, they knew where they lived. Trying to say I have a criminal record when I don't. You want to get in this game, strap in, because it's serious. Let's go to the next one. So what is an astroturf? Now I know you guys are very, very knowledgeable in this room, but being fake grassroots. They are often paid operatives of campaigns, Obama via Axelrod. I mean, this guy took it to a whole different level, right? Outside leftist groups, Soros, MoveOn.org, HCAN, Healthcare for America Now, Recruit on Craigslist, Daily Kos, etc. They try to bully and control the online political content. They will take a group of 5, 10, 20 people in a room, whether it's Chicago or whatever, try to make it seem like that's millions. They will flood a radio station with calls. They will flood a TV station with calls. They will try to lead boycotts. They will have fake signs, whatever. Let's go to the next one. Who the lefty groups are. This is just some of them. AKPD, that's Axelrod's group, for Obama campaign. You know that his firm, if I have the numbers right, got hundreds of millions of dollars for what they did in that campaign. Some of what Bettina was saying, that's just a snippet. Stuffing caucuses. Some people have alleged they stole that election against Hillary Clinton. I mean, they've done all kinds of crazy stuff. Soros Spratt Groups, MoveOn.org, American for Progress, OFA, Organizing for America, SCIU, we've seen this, the Union Thugs, Acorn. We all know about that now because of the great work of Breitbart and the gentleman that got a little too...
We saw them first.
You did?
We didn't know what they were. Now we do.
Talk to me about that.